Hey, Ron Douglas here. Thanks for joining us today. We have a really good presentation. You're in for something truly special. Every now and then, I come across a strategy that's so simple and effective, it almost feels like a secret. And I love bringing you guys these type of strategies, people that are doing easy methods of making money online. This is something that I actually got my daughter involved in. This is something I've been doing. I've tested it out, but I want to get a lot better at it. And today we have one of the best in the business. She's actually the person I learned it from. She's an old friend of mine. She's a young girl, but I've known her for many years, probably over a decade now. Her name is Rachel Rofe. She's a dynamic entrepreneur who's completely transformed the way people think about making money online. It used to be where you have to be this big expert, you got to run ads, you got to do all these things. What we're going to show you here today, you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to be technologically savvy. You don't even have to know how to pronounce technological like me. It's just really just using platforms like Amazon and Etsy to just crush it. We're going to show you how she's doing it. She's going to show you step by step, no hold barred, nothing held back here today. And it's not just about hitting big numbers for her, although her track record is incredible. She's had over 200,000 print-on-demand sales and more than 9 figures in combined student revenue. That's the most important part. The students that have taken her program have a combined 9 figures in revenue. And what really sets her apart is her ability to take something complex and make it simple, make it achievable for anyone. So Rachel started out, like many of you, testing different ways to make money online, testing different online business ideas. And when she discovered this, she really took off. And what she's going to share with you today has been a game changer for thousands of people. Her unique system allows you to create simple products and get them sold on major platforms, like I mentioned, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, without needing a storefront, you don't need to buy inventory. You don't need to spend any money on ads. There's no need for flashy marketing campaigns or social media followings. Instead, what she teaches is how to use long tail keywords, which we'll show you here, simple long tail keywords, which we'll explain, and how to tap into an audience that's ready to buy, people that are searching for these terms already. And once you set it up, it runs in the background and creates multiple streams of passive income. Passive because once it's up, these big platforms do the selling for you, and it's listed there and it sells over and over again based on people searching for it. So you're going to see step by step how this works. Just imagine being able to generate sales even while you're sleeping, even without ever worrying about managing shipments or dealing with customer service. This is the magic of what Rachel calls her low-hanging system. But don't take my word for it. People from all walks of life, as you'll see in this presentation, many with no prior experience, have used her system to create significant income streams. Some even make their first sale the same day that they get started. And with Rachel's fulfillment center, Customer Happy, taking care of all the heavy lifting, all you need to do is focus on getting your products listed and let the system do the rest. So this is something that you really don't want to miss. This could be a breakthrough for a lot of you that have been searching for an opportunity like this, whether you're new to e-commerce or looking for a more hands-off way to make money online. This system has the potential to unlock something huge for you. So without further ado, let me turn it over to my good friend, Rachel Rofe, who's going to show you exactly how this works. Rachel, are you with us? Take it away.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. It is awesome to be here and awesome to meet you guys. And what we are going to go over today is really special. I'm going to share with you how I built 5,171 mini income streams. They cost nothing to set up in most cases and took less than 10 minutes each to get listed. This is all without having to build a website or paying for traffic. So we've got some really awesome information to share with you today. Now, I'm going to get into the nitty gritty here in a little bit, of course, so you can see, but the big idea, what we're going to do is I'm going to share with you how you can sell tons and tons of products without ever having to buy inventory or risk a lot. And it's just a phenomenal way to create some income streams without having to have a ton of risk or invest a lot. It's really fun. You'll see so many people love this system and there's just so much opportunity. So I'm not going to super get into who I am and all this stuff because I know you mostly care about what this information is. But just for a very quick introduction, this is me with my nephew, love of my life, cutest little dude ever. I have generated 8 figures in business myself. I've been able to directly help for thousands of success stories, 9 figures in student results, and everything that I'm going to share with you is based on real world experience. And I'll have proof ahead to share with you that I am actually getting the results that I share with you. So here is a screenshot of my Amazon sales last year. So you can see we do many hundreds of thousands of dollars on just Amazon alone. I'm not saying this is typical, but just so you know that the method I'm going to share with you, I'm getting results with it. You can see here, those are my results. And then for the last rolling 12 months, these are my results so far. So I'm doing pretty well. And on Amazon, especially right now, my income is just going up more and more and more because of some of the things that I'll share with you here as you watch this presentation. Now, this has been something that has been working for me, by the way, for years. So you can see my little spreadsheet here. I've been doing this since 2016. Most months have earned me over 5 months in income every single year. I've got screenshots of every single month, and it just goes up and up and up. It's mostly 5 figures a month, and then of course during Christmas time it starts to jump up significantly, and I've had multiple 6-figure Christmas months. The income just kind of comes in like clockwork at this point. I really love it, and it's very easy. Now, the way that I like to, for me, and of course we'll go over all the details and everything, the way that I like to look at this is, I don't know if you've ever read like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, where they talk about the story of there was a town that was in need of water, and there was a guy that would go every morning and he would get buckets of water and bring them to the nearby town, and people were happy, they got their water, and he would get paid for all of his labor. And then another guy came and installed a pipe and just got the water put into a pipe from the nearby town, brought it over, and the pipe just did all of the work. And so he got money without having to break his back every day, without, like the other guy, going and bringing over water. So the point is, I like to do things where we kind of just do the work once, set it up, and then no longer have to do back-breaking work. And I am grateful because this is kind of a newer revelation to me. In the past, I actually used to be a Walmart cashier. And so that's a little picture you can see on the left-hand side of my first day at Walmart when I started as a cashier. And then over time, I just decided to go from one source of low income to thousands of income streams. And on top of all of that, by the way, we have more sales that come in from other sites. So I've shown you Amazon so far, but there's other places. Etsy stores can bring in more. There are other places like Bonanza, eBay, Faire. I love to experiment with lots of different marketplaces. And so those all add some really good income as well. Now, the cool thing is all of this is via selling products that you can be really proud of, because you can see here some different kind of reviews that people give. We sell really high quality products. People love them. And it's just a really good way to create income streams while putting good things in the world and having win-win-win scenarios, which is what I love. Okay, so I want to go over a lot of cool things with you, but I also want to make sure that we are on the same page here. So I can't guarantee that you're going to make the same results, 200,000 plus per year like me or some of my students. I can't even guarantee you're going to make $1. I don't know your life. I don't know your work habits. So I'm going to share my results with you. I'm going to share some results with other people. But of course, I'm not wanting to make you think that this is a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. It's a real system. It can get real results. And of course, it's if you put in the real work. So I'm going to share with you a lot of student case studies. Many cases, of course, I'm going to showcase our successful students. So the results that you see are not typical. If you're not going to put in the work, you won't be able to get the results. And I know that's common sense, but I also just want to make sure that I say that just to feel like we're good here. Okay. Another thing for you to know is I get excited. I go fast sometimes. So make sure you're giving this your full attention so that we can make sure that you are getting as much as possible because there's so many cool things to go through here. Now, one thing that you might be wondering is, can I do this too? I know I've shown you my results, but are you able to get them too? I would say, I think in most cases, the answer is yes. We've got people from children doing this. We've got their grandparents doing this, all kinds of people. As you'll see, it's a pretty simple system. And you'll see kind of as we go why a lot of people call it one of the simplest ways to earn income. Because the thing about regular online business is I don't want to say that they're set up to make you fail, but a lot of times there's a lot more than people might tell you up front, you know? And so this model, I call it my low-hanging system. It's really meant to be kind of chill, easier, and not have as many moving parts. The way that I do it, a lot of obstacles are eliminated. So you don't have to deal with like Facebook ads, buying inventory, buying items from China. It's pretty different to a lot of things you've seen before. It's simple and it can create positive cash flow very quickly. I'm going to give you 5 reasons why this system is so powerful so you can kind of just really understand what is so beneficial about it, why it can be so profound for you. And then after that, we'll get into some more. And then I'm going to give you kind of cool products that I'm selling that are working, how you can sell them. We have so much fun stuff coming up here for you. Okay, so the first reason why this system rocks is because it helps you get in front of thousands of people. Because as I said before, you don't need to create a website. We're actually partnering with the world's biggest websites, Amazon, eBay, Etsy. These companies have invested billions of dollars in bringing in customers. And so instead of you having to try to get customers on your own, we're going to partner with these sites that want you to sell there, and they're going to be able to help bring you sales. So I'm just all about making it easier, not harder, right? Work smarter, not harder. The next thing is you don't need to spend a big amount of money. Of course, with any business, there's going to be some money that you're going to need to spend, but it's not one of these things where you're paying for ads or you're paying for designs or you're paying for all the inventory, all these expensive things. Keep it as chill as possible. It's also really cool because you can spend as much time or as little time as you want on it. And this is really special. It's not something that you're going to need to put tons of hours in if you already have a job, if you're preparing for it, if you want to have a supplement to retirement, whatever it is, you can put in the time that you want. Of course, the more time you put in, the more you'll make, but it's not guaranteed. You can modify it to fit your lifestyle. The next thing is it's really simple. As I went over before, we've got kids doing it, we've got their grandparents doing it, and everyone in between. So it's not something that is crazy hard, and it can be learned. It can be learned pretty quickly. It's really fun, and what I love about it is we have all these people doing it, and the opportunity just gets bigger and bigger and bigger as we're going to go over. Now, here are some products, by the way. I want to show you just how simple this can be. Here is a design. You can see it's 2 sentences. You're the luckiest dad in the world. I would love to have me as a daughter. If you can type, you can make this design, right? And this one has made over $21,000 in revenue. $21,000 for 2 sentences. Because as I said, we're partnering with these big sites. We're making super simple designs that people might be searching for, because you know people go on Amazon, Etsy, eBay. They're looking for gifts to buy people, and they might search like funny dad mug and find something like this. Are all designs like this? Of course not. But that's one example, and we're going to go into so many more. Here's one for people who have pugs. This one has sold over 1,300 of these. It's made over $21,000 in sales. Later on, by the way, I'm going to go down and I'm going to break out all the numbers for you so you'll see exactly what the take-home income is for each product. Here's another one for another dog breed. This one brought in over $18,000, almost $19,000 in sales. Pretty spectacular. And That's another reason why this system rocks, because it can really help bring in passive income. You create these designs that are quite basic in a lot of cases. I'm going to even show you how you can do that. And then you put them on designs. I'll show you how to do that too. You can sell them, and then the income, the sales can just come in. The bonus here is that it's really fun. I've been sharing the system with people. As I said, the opportunity gets bigger and bigger. You can see here, Adam says, this is literally the funnest business ever. I have to force myself to stop when I'm on a roll. Another person says, this is addicting. Another one, seriously loving this, Rachel. It truly is a lot of fun, just like you said. And now it's time for you to enjoy this too. So I'm going to give you as much as I can in our time together. Of course, we don't have endless time, but I do have some really awesome things prepared to share with you. And I really look at it as a system. I talked about low-hanging system. It's a 7-step system, and it's a formulaic. You follow the steps. If you follow my guidelines, you can't do it wrong, because it's just a matter of getting designs up. We throw spaghetti at the wall, as you'll see, and it's just fun, chill, and it's really hard to mess up. The system works. I mean, we have so many people. I'm not saying every single design is a winner, but the overall system, we've indisputably gotten great results. You can see just some people here. At this point, we've had hundreds and hundreds of people post that they've been able to make sales with this. And because the opportunity just gets bigger and bigger with new products and everything, it just feels like such an overall win. Here's someone, thanks for adding me, jumped in, made a sale, $5 profit, and we'll go over profits. Sometimes it's $5, sometimes it's $50, but that one, the other one put up my first 8 mugs yesterday, just now got a sale. Another one got my first sale, not sure how I did it. All I did was sit back and pray about it to get a sale. Does that always happen? Of course not, guys, but there's some really cool things that can happen. So what we're going to cover, I'm going to share with you how we can make these ugly kind of 10-second designs that sell like gangbusters on sites like Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. How you can find winning concepts to sell in seconds. How you can sell thousands of products without ever touching inventory or buying anything. How you can get items sent from US and some Europe, Australia, New Zealand on your behalf. And the exact designs, I'm going to share with you designs that have been responsible for bringing in many thousands of dollars for me. My exact 7-step system for bringing in lots of sales. Exact profit breakdowns that you can expect to make per product. The number one rule for doing well with this model, it really goes against a lot of the majority of advice out there, but as you've seen, I've been doing this for a long time, so I feel like I've got some good kind of insight that I can share with you here. And much more, all adding up to my commitment to you for our time together, which is I'm going to share with you exactly how I made just under $500,000 in income pretty passive last year, and how you can too. I'm going to walk you through every step. Now, I'm making some big promises here, and I fully intend on backing all of them up. So as you might expect, at the end of this, I'm going to have an offer for you available to purchase. Now, I don't want you to even consider it unless you feel like I have fulfilled my commitments to you so far. So does that sound fair to you? And then if I do fulfill my commitments, then you can consider. Does that sound good? If so, please type in yes in the comments. And we will get started. I'll get a quick sip of water here because I have so much to prepare for. All right, awesome. Oh, another thing I want to share with you is, as you've seen, I've been doing this for so many years now, and my success rate is just having so many amazing things happen. But when I go through here, I'm going to share with you results that students have gotten throughout the year. So some of the results that I'll share with you have been super recent. Some of them have been just throughout the time that I've been doing this program. Okay, so the general system that we're going to go over is you're going to create very simple text-based designs. You can see here an example of one, World's Okayest Employee. We're going to put them on tons of different products. Here's just some of the products you can sell. We have so many cool new ones. We've got candles and ornaments and cutting boards and engraved tumblers and on and on and on. Super simple designs, put them on lots of products, and then put them on marketplaces and then bring in sales. Okay, so the first step in the system is we come up with phrases. There are so many cool ways to come up with phrases. And what we want to remember here is we're making designs for people who basically want to give us money. So remember, when people are on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, they're on buyer search engine sites. They're typing up things that they want to buy. So they might look for maybe a gift for their friend who loves skiing. So maybe they type in funny skiing gift or skiing gift for dad or whatever. And so we want to come up with different things that we can sell to the different people that are searching in all the different niches. So some examples of things that work you could see here would be like an engineer mug if someone was searching for engineer, maybe pit bull mug, maybe something for a gift for a drummer. All of these, they're so simple, but they make amazing gifts. Here's an example. If someone was searching, for example, for a funny girlfriend's mug, here's one. Dear girlfriend, I know this isn't everyone's humor. Dear girlfriend, thanks for being my girlfriend. If I had a different girlfriend, I'd punch her in the face and go find you. Love, your boyfriend. $48,000 in revenue, over 2,878 orders at this. There's actually more than that at that point, but over almost $50,000 in sales just for a funny girlfriend mug. Now you swap that out for mom, and that's another just under $40,000 in revenue just for words. Do you see these aren't fancy designs or anything? Just text-based images here. Here's another one, swapped out girlfriend to mom. Now we have wife, and we have another $41,000 in sales just for this one. And that's just text, and there's so many. Here's the mom one I showed you before. This was the 11-ounce mug. We made a bigger version, and that one brought in another $42,000 in sales. I mean, this is pretty cool. And the cool thing with this system, when you're making the designs, you're coming up with the niches, is you really can't mess up, because the way that I look at it is I like to throw a bunch of different kind of spaghetti at the wall and test a bunch of designs. 98% of the designs that I'm going to make, they're going to fail, and that's totally fine. I'm expecting that they're going to fail, and then the ones that work, they'll hit hopefully a little bit better, right? And so it just becomes a numbers game. On Amazon, they have like a pro option that you can sign up for. It's $40 a month. You don't need to, but you can, but either way, whenever you list a product on Amazon, it doesn't cost anything to list your products. So I'm just throwing them up there and then seeing what sticks. Now, other sites have like nominal fees. For example, Etsy's 20 cents per listing or eBay's 10 cents, but it's so small and the numbers just kind of work that I'm more than happy making that like educated bet. I mean, it's a lot better than setting up a lemonade stand or something, right? Where you have to get the table and all the things. I just like to make lots of designs and test. So there's lots of different ways that you can come up with different image ideas. One of them is using Google Images as an example. And how I might come up with different designs for that, let me actually just take you there, is go on Google and you can do a search. Let me just look for like funny, I'm going to do funny scrapbooking quotes as an example here, because I'm going to go into images. I just like to do little kind of searches for what might be out here already. And then here, for example, weekend forecast, crafting with a chance of chocolate. So let's say I wanted to do something for a coffee mug. I could see something, maybe rewording this, because of course we're never going to take anybody's quotes, but maybe we do something like on a coffee mug, today's forecast, basketball with a chance of coffee, if we put it on a mug as an example. Here's what life is a series of obstacles preventing me from crafting. I could see changing that to life is a series of obstacles preventing me from knitting, preventing me from playing basketball. We could also go, let me look for like funny knitting. Sorry, I know my typing is loud. Here's one. What's this one say? A day without knitting is like, just kidding, I have no idea. That's a great one. So we could make a phrase that said something like, a day without swimming is like, just kidding, I have no idea. Right, so we're just going to find super simple ones. We can change them up. I've seen some really funny ones here. Here, like this one is a perfect one. It says, I knit so I don't kill people. You could change this up a little bit. Of course, we don't want to take a person's design, but we could say, I I knit because hurting people is wrong, or I scrapbook so I don't hurt people, or something like that. And there's so many different types of niches and types of segments of people that you can sell to. I mean, I have a list of 100 pages, actually 99 pages of just tons and tons and tons of different markets. So you could do, I knit, I play with my, like, I play with balls and jacks so I don't kill people, I blah 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 blah, tons and tons of subgroups of people. And so you can find some really cool ideas just by looking on Google Images. We also have ChatGPT at this point, which is so wildly helpful. I come up with tons of different designs that way. I can actually show you here, and then I'll show you there, and then I'll also show you on Pinterest. You can come up with tons of designs on Pinterest, ideas, different things that you can sell. So let me actually just go in here. I'll say funny, let's say funny knitting shirt. Eat, sleep, knit, repeat. You could change that. Let me actually show you guys here. You could take that with so many different types of niches. Eat, sleep, blank, repeat. I just wanted to show you, make this a little bit bigger. Eat, sleep, compose music, repeat, dance, repeat, dog breed, engrave. And then, I mean, this is just eat, sleep, collect buttons, collect calendars, collect cameras. There's so many subgroups of people that you could make designs here for. And the thing about the system, why it works so well, you guys, is because there's not a lot of people making designs for these kind of lesser known niches. And so that's where my system really comes into play. So I like to look for different designs and then just apply them to different things. So this one, like, I'd rather be knitting. We could change this to, I'd rather be playing card games. I'd rather be coffee roasting. I'd rather be coin collecting. We have so many different things that can be created. And so Pinterest can just come up with some really good things. To be honest, I'd rather be blank would be something that you could create. It's just so many things. We've got ChatGPT too. Let me put in here, say, I'd love to come, sorry, I know about the typing. I'm gonna type real quick. I'd like to come up with 20 funny slogan ideas for funny mugs that I can apply to lots of niches. Please give me them. Okay, I'd love to come up with 20 slogan ideas for funny mugs I could apply to lots of niches. Please give me some. And then, not a morning, actually, I'd like to Okay, so it gave me general ones. So I'm going to say, give me one for niches, and let's see what it says. Okay, blank, the only thing keeping me sane. Perfect, right? So composing music, the only thing keeping me sane. Eat, sleep, blank, repeat. I'm just here for the basketball, blank is my therapy. So you can see there's lots of ways to come up with design ideas. So if you don't feel like you are a creative person, that's totally fine. But we're just going to get really good ideas here from these different places. We've got Google Images. You can use Pinterest. You can use all kinds of things. You can see what's already selling and then riff off of that. I mean, the option ideas for coming up with these designs are endless, just like the amount of niches that there are. So what I want to say for this step for you to remember is what we're trying to do here is we're creating phrases for groups of people who are actively looking for things to buy. We're on these buyer search engines. They're saying, let's give out some money here. So that's what we're doing. We're never going to copy completely. We're going to make variations, right? So if you see something, for example, that says scrapbooking makes me happy, well, that could be changed to scrapbooking is my happy place. We can always change out words for brand new niches. And that's how, you guys, we start to make tons of designs really quickly, because scrapbooking is soccer, is basketball, is basket weaving. We're also going to want to start here with word-based designs. I showed you some examples of things that make really good sales. Some of the things you can do with images are shockingly easy. We can get into that later, but I want to keep it as chill and simple and low energy for you guys in the beginning, and then you can work your way up to the more complicated things. But this works. Okay, are you guys ready for step 2? If so, give me a yes in the comments. If you have any big ahas so far, type them in. I'm going to get a sip of water and then we're going to dig into the next thing. Okay, let's go. Thank you guys for the comments. I love seeing them. It really gives me more energy when I see that you guys are here and participating and enjoying. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to create our designs. You guys saw they're not masterpieces, these designs, and text-based designs really sell. I had pulled these a while ago from Amazon on the best-selling mug designs. You can see these, a lot of them are just text-based. We don't need any fancy designs. We just want people to smile, you know, to get them to purchase something that they think is funny or a good gift or something. So here are, I mentioned we have lots of people who have done this system who have gotten great results. And here is just some proof of that. We've got Robin here. She says, first sale on Etsy, a simple text shirt I never thought would sell. Another one saying, Christine, most of her designs were simple text-only designs on white mugs. Adam says, my best sellers are black text, 2 fonts, ugly as heck, but selling like crazy. Helen says, I'm a designer, but I found the most simple design with a common saying on it that I slapped together in 30 seconds has become my bestseller. Rebecca says she sold a mug on Etsy that had one word in Arial font, nothing special, nothing fancy. So they sell. And so this is the one that I showed you before, You're the Luckiest Dad in the World. That one I made a few years ago. It instantly sold a few hundred units. It was right around Father's Day. And then when I noticed, it sold then, and then it sold again for Christmas and around the whole year, because there are birthday celebrations just because. And so it's just a super easy thing. 2 sentences. Again, if you can type, you can make that. Then I just took that design and changed it to, we have You're the Luckiest Dad, let's make Luckiest Teacher. I'd love to have me as a student. And then we did for all kinds of things. So the whole luckiest, that whole phrase, you could do it for coach, luckiest boss, luckiest this. $67,000 in sales the last time I pulled the screenshot for this, for one super simple text-based phrase. Are you guys seeing how simple this is? Put a simple in the comments if so, please. I mean, it's just, I don't want to make it sound, again, like everything that you're going to put out there is going to be a winner. Absolutely, I'm not saying that. But in terms of the designs, do you see how simple the designs are? Here's another one. I do this for the money, said no policeman ever. Cool. We could switch this out to said no social worker, said no firefighter, said no all, like every low-paying job, which are going to be most of them. Most people consider themselves low-paid. That phrase brought in another $20,000 in sales last time I checked. Here's the one, 4 words, best bus driver ever. Not very hard to create, huh? $8,000 in sales for text-based designs. And the reason I'm really wanting to drill this home with you guys is so you can see you don't have to be a designer. You don't have to create anything fancy. 4 words, 4. So to make designs, there's a bunch of different ways you can do them. Option 1 is word swag. So this is, and I'm going to show you, you could do things on desktop, you can do things on your phone, but this is a phone one. So I love to travel. When I'm sitting on a plane, I might make designs on here, maybe waiting at the doctor's office or whatever. So word swag is this app, and the way it works is you open it up, you go to where it says transparent background, you pick that one. There's going to be a screen that says double tap me to change text. So you just double tap and then you can put in whatever phrase you want. So maybe you would have put in like knitting because murder is wrong, as we saw before, right? So here I just put check out this example. And then there's going to be on the next screen a whole bunch of different fonts that you can use. You could just like swipe to the right and it's going to come up with a whole bunch of different types of things that you could use for fonts. I like to make something super easy, readable, that people can see when they're scrolling. But here's an example of one font. I could just scroll a little bit and then get another font, another font, another font. I mean, there's tons of different things, super simple from the phone. You type out the thing and you got it. So you can add color if you want. I like to keep it simple, black text, but you can do whatever you want. Then you just hit done, it saves to your camera roll, and you've got a design ready to go. There are all different types of tools that you can use. There's PicMonkey, there's Canva. Pixplosion is actually something that I had custom created for people in my low-hanging system course. And so that's what I'll often make to create designs. So you can do this in lots of different ways, but what you can see here is the design creation is really a matter of typing in a lot of cases. So not having to make anything pretty or anything like that, just coming up with the phrases and popping them on. Now, what we want to do here is we want to go for quantity over quality. So I know that's different from what a lot of you guys have heard in the past, but we want to just go after tons of different niches, test out lots of different things, and see what might work. So I don't think that all of them are going to work. I said 98%, maybe even 99% are going to fail, but I want to fail fast. I want to see what's going to stick, and then we can go from there. Now, some people like to hire outsourcers and hire other people to do this. You can if you want, but I would say in the beginning, just kind of do things on your own, keep it simple, and then as you start to succeed, then you can scale up. Now, to recap this section and some things for you to remember, the simpler, the better here. So the simpler the design is better because we don't want to make it too fancy. When you start to add in all kinds of components and like colors and pictures and all these things, it can start to get less mass market, and we're really going for kind of mass market sales. Because think about if you're selling like a pit bull mug or something, some people want to add pictures, and maybe they have a picture of a pit bull with blue eyes. Well, someone might look at the mug and say, my pit bull has brown eyes, so I'm not going to get this. Or maybe they don't like the color red or whatever. So basic black text, white is awesome. And the other thing is we don't want to spend too much time on any one design because we want to just get as many as we can out there. I have been selling online now for a really long time. I never thought I'd be this old, but one of the first pieces of advice that I got when I sold was that the more buy buttons you have out there online, the more opportunities you give for people to purchase from you, the more sales you're going to be able to make, right? Because it's just math. The more opportunity that you have for people to buy from you, the more they'll buy from you. And so we just want to get out as many listings as possible. And you might see, by the way, as I go throughout these screens, I have tons of different screenshots from people who have been through my system who have gotten results. So I won't go through every single one, but there are so many where that came from with people that have done well. Another thing that I forgot to say is that I talk about mugs a lot, but you can sell all different types of products. In fact, mugs do really well for me, but they're not even on my top 3 bestsellers anymore because there's just new products coming out all of the time. So rules for success here, I would say, is you want to focus on the system in front of you. If you chase 2 rabbits, both will escape. I love that quote. And basically what that says is if you try to do multiple things here and you don't just focus on exactly what I'm telling you, it can be really hard to succeed. Don't try to outsmart it. A lot of times people think that it has to be more complicated, and it really just doesn't. You want to focus on the most important principles here, which are the things that I'm going over. All right, I want to get another sip of water. While I do that, tell me if you guys are ready for the next step in the system. Type in yes, please. And then also, I would love to hear what you've learned so far and any kind of big ahas. Okay. I'll give you guys a second to type. I hope you guys are getting so much out of this. All right, let's go into step 3. The next step is to launch your product on a print-on-demand provider. So there's all different ones that you can use. I actually own a fulfillment center, so we have a really cool one called Happy Launcher that we've just gotten out. There are other ones like Gearbubble. I'm going to show you an example of how you could launch on there, but we're going to take these simple designs we've created that was a matter of typing. We're going to put them on multiple products, and then we're going to sell them. So let me actually show you here. If we wanted to, I'll just show you here on, and we're going to go to Launch Campaign, and I'll just do a coffee mug just to show you here. We're going to hit Upload Design. We're going to take the design. I showed you how simple this could be, but I have an example design that I kind of got ready for you. Oops, let me actually resave that. And by the way, this is how you make the designs. Like on the Pixplosion one that I have for my people, I'll even show you knitting. I don't remember if this is the exact one that we saw before, so I wouldn't use this. I just want to show you. You saw how fast I typed? That was making the design. Let me hit save here. I'm gonna hit download image. Then I'm gonna go and I'm going to upload this design. So the other one hadn't saved, so let me just go here, upload graphic. And then there we go. Very, very simple. You could add other styles, different types of mugs. You could add personalization. I'm going to hit duplicate image on back. I like to have the image on both sides of the mug because there's left hand and right hand. You can make whatever price you want. I'm just going to make a kind of URL here. Let's say $19.95 for a mug. And there's all different prices. And then I'm going to hit launch campaign. There's different providers we can do this with, but I'm just showing you here on this one example. And then the cool thing is, you saw it took us a couple seconds to create the design, a couple more seconds to come up with ideas, and then we can pop these products on. Now let's hit view your campaign. And now you see, guys, we did not have to buy any products, but we have this image here. Look, it's on the top or on the both sides. It looks like this was ready to go. Now the cool thing is we can take these designs, we can press a button, pop them onto Amazon, pop them onto Etsy, pop them onto eBay, and people can decide if they want to purchase them, and we never have to buy any inventory ahead of time. After your customers buy your products, then the products will get made and shipped to your customers on your behalf. But there's no risk up front. There's no worrying about buying things or anything. And that's why you can make these designs so quickly. It's freaking awesome. So that's how you do it. That's that part of the system. I mentioned before, product quality is magnificent. Helen says here, out of 67 reviews, I've never, ever, not even one time had someone complain about the quality. Another person shows all her 5-star reviews. Another person says, I just got this review on Etsy about a mug. Of course, we do lots of products. Bought this for my husband to take to work. He loves it. Very well packaged. Like seriously, great packaging. Communication is fantastic. Thank you so much. The mug packaging, I own a print-on-demand center, and we actually had this custom created. It's glorious. There's a 0.07% break rate, and we put that intention and care into all of the products that we sell to make sure that things are just as successful as possible for you guys, and my products too. So we have a lot of really cool kind of bells and whistles with the products that we sell. So we have more to cover, but what I would love to know so far, while I get my next sip of water, has this been eye-opening so far? Have you guys learned a bit? Let me know. Awesome. And so we have products ready to sell now. Do you guys want the rest of the system? Yeah, let me know. Type in system if you want the rest of the system. I'd love to hear. Okay. All right. So in a moment here, I'm going to show you guys steps 4 through 7. We only have a short time together right now, so I'm not going to be able to explain in depth like I have been for each of the steps. So as I mentioned earlier, I am going to have an offer for you that will explain the rest of the steps crystal clear to you. So to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I need to get a better metaphor here. I'm going to walk you through what you're going to get in the offer, and I'm also going to give you steps 4 through 7. And so whether or not you decide to invest, you're going to want to pay attention to every word because you're about to learn the rest of the system and then some tips to help you make some sales as fast as possible. So does that sound good to you? If so, type in yes. Okay, and we are going to go over some really good stuff here. I want to show you the rest of the system. I want to show you some pretty eye-opening things. I'm going to walk you through how much profit per product. We've got so many good things. So the offer that I have for you, it's done for you Jumpstart. And this is the kind of low-hanging system course with some really spectacular elements. So far you've got steps 1 through 3. You're going to find your niche. You're going to make an awesome design, aka type. You're going to launch on a print-on-demand provider. And now the next step is we want to help you find sales getting keywords, because getting the designs up, putting them on Amazon, Etsy, eBay, that's only one part of it. You want to make sure that you know exactly what people are typing in order to help you get found. And so what we have inside the system is we help you kind of understand the obvious and then the not so obvious terms that people are searching for. So you might think, yeah, people are searching for lawyer mug, but maybe you don't know about, let's say, environmental lawyer gift. So in the course, we share with you how you can find the honeypot niches. And it's important for you to know that this is a step, because if you don't do this, then your products aren't going to get found. There's a lot of competition for the things that everybody knows about. And so the specialty of the system here is we go after the little known niches. So in the system, we go over this in depth. We want to make sure you do this so that your products can get to the top of the search engines. The normal way is you would have to manually look through keywords. Sometimes you can start typing on Amazon, then it'll give up all the different searches. It takes forever. It doesn't even find everything, but that's how people normally do it. With the low-hanging system, the Jumpstart, we also have a secret tool called Spot Niches. This thing is amazing. And the way it works is you put in a main keyword. So for example, here we have accountant mug, and then it's going to give you all of the different permutations of that keyword. So here you have accountant noun mug, accounts payable mug, whatever. It'll tell you how many people have been searching for the phrase the last month, how many results there are on Amazon for it, also Etsy and eBay, and then you get an opportunity score. So it basically hand delivers you. It tells you which items people are searching for that there are not results for, and where you can go in and create designs. It's magnificent. This is something that it's included with part of the low-hanging system. Some people pay separately for it for $97 a month, but it's there for a year within low-hanging system. And that really helps you get the keywords that will help you kind of stand out in the search engines. Your next step is to launch on Amazon. So there's different ways that you can do this. And the results you can get are incredible. Here's an example of a mug. I am absolutely not getting into politics, but politics sell like crazy. And so here's an example of one that made almost $19,000 in revenue. Here's another example. People love the Trump mugs just because he's such a personality. And so at the height of the Trump stuff, here's one. Nobody's better at fatherhood than you. All the other dads are a total disaster. Everyone agrees. Believe me. This one, and I still don't know if they're making fun of him or they're celebrating him. So no political commentary here, but this one made just under $20,000 in sales. Here's another one. And I like to think of it like you're always one winning mug away. You just don't know. This one for golden retriever moms, very specific niche. They have a golden retriever and they're a woman. $15,000 in sales. Here's another one. Don't confuse your Google search with my law experience. This is good for lawyers. $15,000 in sales, over 1,000 orders for it. Here's another one. Remember we had the Dear Mom, Dear Girlfriend. We made it on Dear Dad. We popped it on another product. And here we go with over 1,000 sales, orders again, and over $18,000 in revenue. Here's one for knitting. I swoon over big balls. This one has made just under 1,000 sales, almost $15,000 in revenue. Are all of these going to hit? Of course not, you guys, but just here's some examples. So what we go over in the course is we go over how you can make products on Amazon, how you can list on there, what you can do to rank high on Amazon search engines, how you can jumpstart your sales, different things, because some people know about print on demand, but we have kind of special sauce that can really help you make more sales. How you can sell personalized features, as personalized mugs. Personalized products are just going to get more and more and more popular. People love having custom items, and so we go over how you can sell personalized items there. If you want to use sponsored ads, which you absolutely do not need to, this costs money, so not everyone wants to, but if you want to, we also have training on there. So that's basically, you can put in, like you can do advertising there. My personal results are every dollar I spend on ads, I bring in $2.82 in sales. This is for later. Keep it simple in the beginning, but as you grow and expand, we got you. And then we go over how you can set up your accounts the easy way, even if you're an international seller. Most people don't know if you sell on Amazon, they think you need to buy like product differentiators, barcodes for every single product. We walk you through how you don't have to do that. Tons of tips and tricks for maximizing your sales. Oh my gosh. And again, you don't need to be at all. Like if you're from US, awesome. But if you're not, you can see here someone, I think he's from Thailand. He says, I started LHS 2 months ago. There are people in my team that are doing the products for me. And you see he has all his sales. It's PS. Sorry for the grammar mistakes. I'm not the native speaker. Incredible. So on Amazon, you can do so many cool things. As I said, personalized mugs can do so very well with Amazon Custom. We have Sherry saying, holy moly, just got a custom order for 140 pieces of clothing. Stephanie, 5 custom mugs. Tyler says, had a convo with a lady about ordering 20 of my custom mugs. She bought 5 so far, and she's getting images for the rest. And we've got great training on that. So what we're going to do normally is we're doing something with Amazon called Fulfilled by Merchant, and we're telling Amazon that the items will get shipped after they're purchased. And the reason why we're doing this is because they're not made yet. We're only going to sell them and make them after a customer gives you money. And so you're not actually going to ship the item yourself. We're going to have a company do it on your behalf. So that's how we normally do it. And the items kind of look like this on Amazon. So they don't have a Prime button, of course, because they're being made to order. And this is how I get the majority of my sales. Later on, as you scale up, you can send items to Amazon FBA, where you have, you know that certain products are selling well, and you can send them to Amazon so that they get shipped out faster. This is only after you know what's working, so that you're not really risking much, and then those items will have the Prime button on them. Okay, so the next step after you launch on Amazon is to launch on more sites. And a lot of my students at this point actually prefer Etsy to Amazon. You can see here, Jessica says, I got an order from Etsy for 43 mugs. She needed them in a ridiculously short time. Rachel hooked her up. Got someone saying they opened their Etsy store, just got her first sale, same day. Another person who only sells on Etsy, so she averages 10,000 a month. She makes over 25,000 a month in May, June, November, and December. Is this going to be typical? No. Is this something that absolutely happens? Yes. And a lot of people, what I have found, the system is just so simple. And so people can get really amazing results. So what we go over in the course for you is how you can get sales on eBay, Etsy, how you can get personalized support from eBay reps, tools that will help you find amazing keywords, how to automate getting feedback, all these just tips and tricks and special things to make more sales, and different products that you can sell, how to stand out, cool mock-ups. We give you guys so much. Here are some examples of more people. We have people, different genders, ages from around the world that have gotten great results. The next step we have is for you to process your orders. So if you're doing the system, then I would say it becomes a mathematical game, right? Eventually you start to make sales. So what happens, as long as you're following the system, you're not overcomplicating it and all this. So what happens next is your order gets submitted to a print-on-demand company. So let's say you're using Custom Happy. That's a print-on-demand provider that I own, actually. You make an order. It gets submitted to Custom Happy. Your items that you're selling, let's say you're selling a knitting mug. That knitting mug, the design gets downloaded. It gets put onto a mug for you, or a candle or ornament or whatever you're selling. It's shipped to your customer within a matter of days from within the US or Europe or whatever. It's not China. And then you get a tracking number that you can have for your customers, or it's automatically updated for you to be completely hands-off for you to make it even more simple. So that's it. So you don't have to have minimum order quantities. You don't need to have a certain amount of colors or whatever. You just make your simple design, you put it on your product, you get it listed. And then once you make sales, everything kind of can happen in the background for you, especially if you use the integration, which we're going to go over next. So with the integration, the way it works is you can create a design. You can add a design onto, let's say, Gearbubble or Custom Happy. You click a button. You literally click a button, guys. You hit upload for your items to get sent to Amazon or Etsy or eBay. So then you don't have to manually put anything on these sites yourself. Customers see your products on Amazon, Etsy, eBay. They buy it. The order information gets sent back to fulfillment centers. Your orders get made on your behalf, shipped within a couple days. Tracking numbers automatically get sent back to your stores. And then you get to collect profits while the work kind of happens automatically in the background. So it becomes super hands off. You're not having to do much at all. So from there, that's kind of the big system. We've got a lot more to cover, but you can scale up from there if you want. So from there, if you want to create a Shopify store, if you want to build an email list. In the course, we go over how you can bundle your items, sell multiple things together, and then earn a lot more per order. How you can set up monthly campaign strategies. There's a whole bunch of things. And there's just, you can grow and grow so much if you want. We've had some really incredible success stories here. Here's someone, by the way, Connie, she signed up wanting to pay her Jeep payments every month, and she was able to do that pretty quickly. Now she says, I have to tag Rachel. My mug sales just paid for my tickets to a Stanley Cup playoff game. This is a dream. I'm not making bank yet, but enough for 2, possibly once in a lifetime experience tickets. I love you, Rachel, which is really fun. And so we go over a bunch of these kind of things inside the system too. There's just so much in there. You can also sell unique items. I've mentioned, I haven't even told you guys, we have teddy bears you can sell, stuffed lambs, think like birth announcements. We have, oh my gosh, so many crazy cool things. We have pickle candles, regular candles, tons of new products all the time. So for the course, you're probably wondering, what is the investment for the course? And I haven't even told you all the cool things we've got, but your investment for the course. Before we go into that, let me go over the numbers with you here and share with you exactly how much you can make per product, because that's really, I can give you revenue numbers all day long, but you want to bring home actual money, right? So let's walk you through. Here's the math on a print-on-demand FBM mug. FBM is the one where we're normally doing, right? So it's where you put it to Amazon, you haven't actually had the product made yet because you are making it, seeing if it's going to sell, and then you'll get it sent on your behalf afterwards, after you sell. So let's say you're selling a mug for $19.95. Well, your income, you're going to bring in $19.95. Your expenses, there's going to be $2.99 in Amazon fees. A mug cost is going to be $5.75, and then shipping is going to be $6.40. And you guys, I'm being very conservative here. You could, of course, charge more for your mugs, but I just want to make this like as worst case here, just to kind of show you through. So expenses $15.14. So that means your net profit is $4.81 every time you sell a mug. You could always charge more. We've got inflation, personalized mugs. You can charge more for that. But let's say worst case, $4.81 per mug. You might say, Rachel, that's not that much money. But I would say to you that this is $4.81, that it's just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching in the background, right? So even if it's like 4 mugs you sell per day, which I sell way more than that, and I'll go into that here in a little bit too, $20 a day for doing work. You saw how simple it could be to come up with designs, create the designs, pop them on. Not all of them are going to sell, but the ones that do, it's pretty low like time investment to get them up there. And especially if you go through this system and you learn how to come up with keywords and all the things to maximize your sales, $20 a day, 4 sales, let's say, or 5 to make over 20. That's not shabby. And that's kind of worst case, right? I just looked for my last 7 days. This is during a slow period. It changes all the time. So, but 270 orders for the last 7 days. And in a slow period, that is $1,298.70 in profit, right? So $4.81 times 270, $1,298.70 a week, which is $5,195 a month in take-home profit. Take-home profit. And that's assuming mugs. Mugs are actually my least profitable product because lots of people sell mugs now. And so you can't really charge a lot more, but I make a lot more profit on other products like the candles, the ornaments, shot glasses, teddy bears, and things like that. So $51.95 worst case profit. And then, of course, that's during a slower period. We have Christmas times. You can see here an example of a Christmas, $92,000 in sales for that. I'm not saying results are typical, you guys, but I'm just sharing with you, this is my results. You've seen a lot of other students who get results as well. And so that's how you can think of the math. Just think of it cha-ching, cha-ching, every time you get a 481. If you're doing mugs, I actually recommend doing other products as well because you'll make more probably. But that's the math. That's how it breaks down. You can do cutting boards, you can do engraved items. We have one seller who says he'll only do products if he makes at least $10 in profit on them. And he's doing great, multiple six figures. So it's really up to you, whatever you want to do. You could also put a lot more time into this than I do. I have multiple other companies, so I don't spend as much time as I probably could and would have a lot of fun doing. So for your investment, I mean, if the investment into this course, which is proven and has gotten so many great results, was less than a month's worth of profits in a slow time, so that's $5,195 in profit, I mean, could it be argued that that would be fair? Because you guys saw, I've been selling since 2016, month after month after month after month. This is a slow month kind of thing, 5,195 in profit. So even, and you guys have many, many more months you can sell. So could it be argued that that would be fair? I would think so, but it's not that. And the training is just one part of everything here. So there's so much good stuff. So element number one to Low Hanging System is you get the entire course. So you've got all these phenomenal things here. Then you get access to our members only Facebook group. This is an amazing group that has a very supportive community full of experienced sellers. Then you have access to, we have a coaching program, so you could just, follow everything in the course, you could crush it, but it's also easy to get hung up on small obstacles when something's new. So you're also going to get 12 months of weekly live coaching calls. So this can be run by myself. We've got expert coaches. This way you just kind of have the support that you need to succeed in addition to the group, in addition to the training, which we update pretty frequently. You're also going to get integration. This is amazing. So the way it works is I've partnered with another print-on-demand provider, and they have a integration. So normally what they do is you create your products, you create your designs, you pop them on products, and then you hit a button, boom, and then your products will get sent over to Amazon on your behalf. You'll sell your products, and then the customer information, the designs get sent to the different fulfillment centers. They're made on your behalf. Tracking numbers go back to your customers, all automatically. This provider normally charges $97 a month. So it's $1,164 a year in order to do this normally. But with Low Hanging System, you actually get a year of this for free. And there's a huge discount if you want to continue, which I'll go on to that in a minute. But you get $1,164 a year in value. Boom, right there. This saves you so much time. You don't need to hire an assistant when you've got this because they'll do the work for you just with the automatic software. You also have the Etsy integration. I told you a lot of students like Etsy even more. Their Etsy integration is $297 a month, $3,564 a year. That is also included in this Low Hanging System. And this is really cool. You can see here, Manila says, I feel like I'm bragging today, but I got my Etsy approval today, activated listings, got a sale 2 hours later. That's pretty cool. There's also eBay integration that is normally $27 a month, $324 a year. You get that included as well. And it just, you put the products up, you hit the button, and then it gets sent over to Amazon, Etsy, and eBay. There's also a Shopify integration. So if you want to scale up later and have a Shopify store, normally $97 a month, $1,164 a year, you get access to that as well. So all of these are included for free for 12 months. So that's $5,052 a year in integrations that people do pay. It's included inside Low Hanging System. And then if you want it after a year, it's a very nominal fee, like $297 or something that you can get ongoing. But $5,052 a year you get included in Low Hanging System. And that alone, I mean, the training has gotten so many results. We have the coaching, the integrations. That alone is more than worth it. There's like asking myself, is there anything else that'll help you get as many sales as possible? Anything else I can do? And I came up because, they say the quality of your life is determined on the questions you ask yourself. And so I thought, yeah, I've got more. So I'm throwing in even more. We're going to give you guys 100 done for you designs. And so what this means is we had someone on my team go through and make designs for you. So you get 100 of them. Let's say you put them on 10 different products. That makes 1,000 completely unique done for you products that you can sell. The designs that you're getting, nobody else is going to have them. They're completely custom because there's no point in giving everyone the same designs. So it's just a really cool way for you to get some products up listing really fast. Are all of these designs going to be winners? No, but especially if you're putting them on Amazon, it costs nothing to launch them on Amazon. I told you Etsy's 20 cents a listing, eBay's 10 cents a listing. You can just get them up, very minimal work there. So these designs are based off of what sells. Are they going to all sell? Like I said, I have no idea, but they're based off the kind of text-based system that I really like. You can see someone says, we also sell these as a club thing, which you don't have to worry about that now, but someone says one of her designs she got from that club. It's a bestseller. Someone says, just got my first sale. Yes, it's one of those ugly designs Rachel's team did because, yeah, we sell ugly designs. Another one just made my 5th sale. 2 of them were from the Done For You designs that came with this course. So you're going to get that. You're going to get 12 months of support from our email help desk, which is awesome. So not only do you have the coaching calls, but you're also going to have the help desk that you can use to get support there. Our email help desk, they're sellers. So we don't just kind of outsource support from people that just give you like perfunctory responses. No, these are sellers that give you really beautiful, thought out responses. So if you're accounting, we're going to get access here to so many different things. We've got the training, the integrations, $5,052 a year. We've got coaching, we've got help desk support, the designs. I mean, I tried to design everything to give you everything that you need to succeed. You've got training, support, integration. So in terms of what's your investment, and by the way, you don't even need to decide now. It's just a maybe because you're covered here by a 100% risk-free, unconditional 7-day money-back guarantee. Your investment, oh my gosh, it's $497. That is it. That's it. You get low-hanging system training, let's say $2,000 value, which people have paid. Remember, my profits in 1 month is $5,195. You get the Amazon integration, normally $1,164 a year. Etsy integration, eBay, Shopify, the Done For You designs. Oh my gosh, there's so much. I haven't even told you about everything. Sign up. Totally sign up. It is such a great deal. There's going to be a link. Just go through that link. Purchase, sign up, you'll get instant access to the training and some bonuses I haven't even told you guys about. It's a really magnificent, you'd spend $5,052 on the integrations alone, and so the course is 1/10 of that, plus you get the course, plus you get the coaching, plus you get the Facebook. There's a reason why I've really tried to just set things up in your favor to do as well as possible. Okay. And on top of that, we have more bonuses, as I said. So I asked myself, is there anything else I can do on top of what I've already said to help you make as many sales as possible? So you've got the designs that we've gone over. You've got 1,000 completely unique done for you designs. You also have access. Remember I showed you that Spot Niches web software? It'll go through, it'll find what are the items that people are searching for that there's not a lot of results for. Boom. You get 12 months of that. It's normally $97 a month. You get laser focus here into the most profitable hidden gem niches. You find out what has the highest probability of selling, make it simple on yourself. Boom, you get access to that. So this is huge. This is my favorite thing I've created. I love it. That's so helpful. I'm also going to give you something else. Best print on demand suppliers. I'm going to give you a quick start video and cheat sheet here so you can learn different suppliers, different products you can sell, different platforms that integrate with Amazon, Etsy, eBay, so you can have as big of a store as you possibly want. Of course, you want to keep it simple in the beginning, but this is to help you have more options. And then here is a gigantic bonus, you guys. It never ends with all the amazing bonuses that you get. I told you I own a print-on-demand fulfillment center. I'm going to give you 12 mugs on me that you can send to Amazon. So this would cost you $69 out of pocket. You're going to get 12 mugs here. And the way that this works is, remember I told you when you're doing the normal mugs that you are having, you're sending your listings to Amazon, and then as you sell them, those orders are made to order, and you're making $4.81 per mug every time you do that, which is awesome. But when you have a winning mug and you send it to Amazon, and Amazon already has the inventory, they ship it on your behalf, the math gets pretty awesome, because look, you can sell a mug at $19.95. You bring in $19.95 every time you make a sale. Your expenses after you make your sale, you'll spend $5.52 in Amazon fees. It's a little bit higher for the items that you ship to Amazon. They're going to send it out to your customers for you. Let's say 40 cents extra fee. It's actually less than that, but I just want to be conservative. You're not going to have to pay for a mug because I'm giving you 12 of them. So that means your only expenses are going to be $5.92. So that means your net profit per mug, you're going to make $19.95, expenses of $5.92. That's $14.03 per mug. So times 12 mugs, that's $168.36 in take-home profit that you can make, which is a pretty big jump off of your price here. So the investment's $497. You got $168 off of that if you were to sell your 12 mugs. So, I mean, do the math here. That makes it really just a little over $300. And then you've got the integrations, which is $5,000, plus you've got the course, plus you got this, plus you got that. I mean, guys, it's pretty no-brainer. FBA can add a lot of sales for you, by the way. You can see here some people, Bank says, my FBA mugs were sent to Amazon last week, but they're almost sold out. I should order more next year. We've got more people. I'm almost sold out on FBA. Another one, I sent in 5 cases to FBA, all unproven, just about sold out. More and more and more comments like that. So it says, I've surpassed 100 sales so far, 90 from Amazon, vast majority being FBA. I'm certainly an FBA believer now. FBA is called Fulfilled by Amazon, and that's when you get your items shipped to Amazon. So it's pretty glorious. And so what you get is you get that training course, let's say $2,000 value. You get the Facebook group. You get the 12-month coaching program. You get designs given to you. You get 12 mugs sent to FBA for you. You get 12-month access to spot niches, the suppliers. You get so many different things. The bonus mugs alone, as I said, pays for a large chunk of your investment with $168 in take-home profit that you could make if you sold those 12 mugs. On top of that, we have another bonus. And by the way, click the link on your screen. Make sure that you sign up because this is a really spectacular offer. If you happen to live in the US or Canada, we have a just added bonus, free support on how you could write this entire course off, by the way. So if you wanted to do that, we've got, you could just write it off on your taxes, make it even easier on yourself. And I would look at the course as it's really a lot more than information. Adam says here, I've spent $10,000 on courses. This is the only one I've made my money back 50 times over. We have, Kathleen says, hands down the best investment I've made for myself. I made back what I spent on Jumpstart within 5-ish months. Another person says she's been talking to people about it. The response has been positive. She asked, what are your thoughts? Adam says, I've done it twice. He paid twice because of the mugs and the different bonuses, and it was worth it to him. So it's a lot. You get the coaching, you get the mugs, you get the software. It's a lot more than a course. I know people can say they go on YouTube and find out information. Well, first of all, most people have not been doing it as long as I have. They don't have all the special sauce kind of things, but we have so many other things included too. It's way more than just information. And the way I look at it is you're just one mug away from a new potential income stream, right? So we're stacking the odds in your favor. You could see $28,000 in revenue for one of these sales. Here's another one. Remember we did dad, mom, brother. Now we have brother. $38,000 in sales for the same sentence. We've just been switching out a word. I mean, how much easier could it be? So you got that. We changed brother to sister, bring in another $33,000 in sales. It's just so much. There's so much cool opportunity, and I just love this system. The results we've gotten have been so cool. So let me share with you a recap of everything that you're going to get. You're going to get access to the complete digital training course. I have been updating this since 2016. We have new people coming in with new products, making sales all the time. We have that Facebook group that you get. We have the 12-month coaching where you can come and ask questions each week. It's going to be either run by myself or senior coaches or guest expert on important topics. You've got 100 done for you designs. So this gives you 1,000 unique products if you put each design on 10 different products, and we've got way more than 10 products. They're all based on kind of what sells. You have 12 mugs that you get to send to Amazon. You would pay $69 for the actual mugs, but once you actually sell them, I've walked you through the math, that's $168.36 in profit, which, I mean, I didn't even do. Let me open up my calculator real quick just to share with you. So if your investment is $497 and then you take out $168.36, if you were to sell those mugs, it takes it down to $328.64. Plus you've got the software. You've got this, which is normally $97 a month, Spot Niches. That's another, $1,164 in bonus here. I mean, it's just such a no-brainer. You got the best print-on-demand supplier, the cheat sheet, the quick start video. You have that bonus. You get the 12 months of support from our help desk. You have 12 months of access to that integration, which is normally $5,052. You have access to that. You can see why people get results with this, right? Like, I'm really engineering the odds in your favor. Those mugs I told you about, the software, the calls. And as I said, you can see people, I'm not guaranteeing results, but I thought it would be fun to show you. Here's someone who says, got my second sale today. This was my first time making money online. Another one says, Ian says, it's the first time in a long time I've actually made a sale of something online. We've got Connie who says, it's the first thing I've made a profit with in my 7 or 8 years of attempting online sales. We really try to engineer it to make it as easy as possible for you. So here's some more of what people say. We've got Bank. I mentioned him before. He says, I did every method Rachel taught in LHS and Jumpstart. They work. Here's someone else says, definitely true. As the name implies, this is a jumpstart. Best money I've ever spent. Another one says, I second it about being well worth the cost. We've got someone else. Thank you, Rachel, for your genuine gift of being a giver and your done for you jumpstart low-hanging system. We learned so much. Anyone who's on the fence, this used to be $2,000. It's very well worth it, and you get more than that back in product and learning from Rachel. It's a better price now, you guys. Go to the link on your screen and sign up. Here's someone who says he's now 2 times. He keeps signing up over and over because he wanted all the bonuses. Again, I told you it used to be $2,000. You can see Kwan says, I was in the last one. I don't regret paying the $2,000. I've done masterminds, private coaching, where I end up paying a lot more and get just a fraction of what she teaches. This is a no-brainer. And guys, that's when it was 4 times the price. What else do you want me to tell you here? It's a great, great deal. More people. Someone says, I did the Jumpstart in time for Q4 last year. It definitely helped my sales and confidence. Jennifer says, take advantage of at least one. Mara says she purchased 2 of them because of all the bonuses. Sales have escalated very nicely. I would encourage you to give it a go. We've got Christine says she made 650-ish items between Etsy and Amazon over the last 30 days. Jennifer says she had 36 mugs sold out on FBA. I mean, guys, there's just so many great success stories from this. I have said over and over, I'm not saying anything's typical, but some of the results have been awesome. Here's Tasha. Someone asked if my course was worth it, and Tasha from Australia, she said, to me, being able to not work in my proper job, therefore stay home and be flexible with time while caring for a terminally ill family member this year, and still be able to send my young children to a private school based on my part-time online income was well and truly worth it. I've hardly worked at all this year on my Amazon or Etsy businesses, and yet there's still enough income coming in to keep me home and not returning to my real job. I've hardly touched anything this year. So I would say she says it's worth it. So it's really, I would say, up to you at this point to decide if you want to take the proven path or not. This is a system I showed you in the beginning, my sales. Since 2016, it's something that works. We've had a lot of people that have shown results. I mean, I could show you guys, we've had hundreds and hundreds of people post inside our Facebook group. I'm not exaggerating that they made their first sale using the system. So it's a proven path that works. I know some people, we've actually had, I mentioned Adam to you before. He's someone who said he's made his money back 50 times over. When he first heard about my system, he thought he could do it himself. And so he went on YouTube and he tried to watch things and kind of tape up a solution. it didn't work. It did not work for him, and he soon bought the course and became one of our biggest success stories because there's a proven path laid out for you. So sign up, use the link on your screen. It's an amazing course, which is so much benefit. And there's so many different ways you can pay this off. I mentioned the mugs are a big chunk off of the investment. We have the bonus if you're in US or Canada, how you can write this off for your tax. The integration's $5,052 a year. I mean, come on, it's just so good. So you can, with the designs, maybe you make sales with the designs we give you. You're going to have 1,000 different products that you can sell. You can have the coaching. I mean, I don't do individual coaching anymore, and nor do I do all of these weekly calls. Sometimes, most of the time as a coach. But when I did, I was getting paid $1,000 an hour, which I had a screenshot of here. So the course used to be $2,000. You get it for a quarter of the price. You get all of these bonuses. Go to the link on your screen. It is such a no-brainer. It really does happen every day that people get amazing results. We have someone 1,000 sales in Etsy, another 1,000. Joey says 150,000 per year. We've got Amy with $160,000. That's an older screenshot, but we've got people all the time that are getting great results. You might be asking yourself if it's too good to be true. And I would say, I could of course say anything, but I wanted to show you some real results that other people got. We've got Jacqueline. She says 3,500 plus Etsy orders this April she made, which is pretty awesome. We have, she says, I'm not here to brag. I was skeptical a year ago and needed to see facts. So I hope this inspires you. You can do it too. We've got Dan, who also says, I was skeptical. Lo and behold, I have my first sale already. So if you're someone who's skeptical, here's two people, man and woman, that are saying they saw the facts. You might also be wondering, will it take a while? So it might. I'm going to share with you some results of people who it didn't. I would say the more that you follow the system, the faster your sales will likely come. You use the coaching, you use the emails, you use all the things that we've engineered in your benefit, then it should help. We have Rose here. She says, I made 6 figures in profit my first year. Sherry posted she made 10,000 orders in 15 months. And then Jennifer says she reached a top 1% of sellers within 4 months, but she was talking about how she had reached 14,000 orders so far. This one I think is really cool. Helen is someone, she said, I usually trash emails talking about course offerings like this, but at the time something told me, go watch the video and sign up. She says, I've been unbelievably successful. My original goal was to make $2,500 a month. She's averaging over $10,000 a month. She said she's been living comfortably on the sole source of income since September 2018. I'm not telling you this is going to be your full-time income thing. Frankly, that stresses me out. But even if you think of this as like a part-time thing, you cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching every time you make a sale and then scale up, it's pretty awesome, dude. So it's a really great course. I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you. It's a quarter of the price it used to be. You get all of these benefits. Go to the checkout page on your screen. You're going to see, just put in your name, last name, email, confirm your email. You could pay with PayPal, credit card, and then just put in your info, and then you'll be able to get access to the course and access on how you can get your bonuses right away. So again, everything that you're going to get the training, you're going to get the integrations, $5,052 a year in integrations for Amazon for a year, Etsy, eBay, Shopify. And then if you want to get the integrations later on, it's $297 a year. You can just write to my help desk. I have a backdoor deal for you. You've got 100 done for you designs. You've got 12 mugs sent to Amazon for you. Spot niches access, normally $97 a month, and it's only $497. Oh my goodness. Go to the link on your screen and sign up. Some more questions that people might ask. Can you live outside of the US? Absolutely. You can see some examples of people who made sales here: Malaysia, Singapore, New Zealand, Australia, Singapore again, France, Vietnam. We've got people from all over that have reported results. You might also ask, who's going to pay $19.95 for a mug? Well, actually, people pay a lot more than $19.95 for a mug. I pulled some examples here. Jennifer on the bottom right says, I just listed this 15-ounce mug an hour ago. Free shipping. Look at the price paid. It's $29.97. We've got Tasha. She says, don't you love it when people make a mistake with price? Someone buys an 11-ounce mug for $19.99 plus $6.99. Helen's goes, yeah, I love it. People just paid me $46 for 2 11-ounce mugs. And you can see other people saying they're jacking up the prices and people are paying. Another question people ask sometimes is, isn't there too much saturation at this point? I mean, you've been doing this since 2016. You've got all these people that are saying they're making good sales. Like, isn't there too much? And I would say yes. For mugs, it's a lot harder to make sales. You can still do it, but mugs, they're the example I use here, but it is harder to make sales with mugs, absolutely. But when you get into different types of products, like teddy bears have been crushing it for me. Candles have been crushing, ornaments, shot glasses. So those new products and personalized items, that's where you can start to really stand out. And then you have all these new products. We're listing the new products, like new things all the time. Because I own a print-on-demand center, I listen to your guys' feedback and we create new things. It's awesome. So there's all different types of products. The next thing you might ask is, how much time will you need? Well, I would say if you have 30 minutes per day to invest in this, you can make it work. The more time and effort you put in, the quicker you can grow and succeed. Heck, if you have 30 minutes a week, you can make it work. It's just, of course, the more time you put in, the more you're going to be able to succeed. You might also wonder, how is support? Well, I'll say it's great. Here's people saying, Neil says, I'm gobsmacked at how fantastic the group is. Another person, I'm involved in several groups. This one is the best. Another one, this group looks terrific. And that's just for the Facebook group. Our support is world class. I have tons and tons and tons of screenshots of people talking about our email support, our coaching support. We are very well known for amazing support. So everything you're going to get, only $497. You get the training. My profit, just 1 month slow profit of profit, $5,185. And you're going to get all of that training, the Amazon integration, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, $5,052 a year in integration. You're going to get that for a year, 100 done for you designs, 12 mugs sent to Amazon for you, Spot Niches access. Oh my gosh, there's so much. And remember, you're just one winning idea away here. You've got here's an example of a husky mom. Remember, we had another one for a different dog breed. This one was another $26,000 in revenue. Here's another one, the dad one, $24,000 for a few sentences here. Over 1,700 people ordered that. The girlfriend one in a bigger size, $18,000 in sales. Golden Retriever mom, $12,000 in sales. Trump mug, not making political commentary, just under 15,000 there. This one, 16,900. Guys, the point is, you're just one winning mug idea away, or any kind of product design away from having a winner. Even if you are going to fail most of the time, which you will, most of your products won't sell, but you never know which one might. And I've had enough products listed at this time to have enough blockbusters because the math just keeps mathing. And that's the same thing that some other people have as well when they implement the system. So yeah, you're just one winning mug away. Here's another one, dental experience, $12,000 in sales. This one, for the other side, leftist tears, I've shown you both sides of the political arena, $15,000 in sales. The mom one, I showed you the dad one before. Here's the one for mom, $10,000 in sales. It just, oh my gosh, there's so much opportunity here. Here's another one for another dog breed, $11,000 in sales. The sister one, $11,000 in sales. Oh my gosh. So I don't know what else to say, but I'm going to try one other thing to help you make the great decision to invest in this. I'm going to throw in a bonus here. A while ago, I had made a training. I challenged myself to make $50,000 in 90 days on Etsy. And so I did it. I was able to meet the challenge. I sold it as a standalone course. If you sign up now, I'm also going to be giving you access to that course. So I made $50,000 in sales in 90 days on Etsy. Boom, you get that. I don't remember how much we charged for that, but it was pretty glorious. People loved it. So let me show you here everything that you are getting. You're getting that incredible bonus. So you're getting the training that has been built and updated since 2016. You get lifetime access to that. So 1 month of net profits that I've made is $5,185. People have paid I mean, oh my gosh, you saw we had a bunch of people that paid $2,000 for a bunch of things. You're going to get the Amazon integration, normally $1,164 a year. Etsy integration, normally $3,564 a year. eBay integration, normally $324 a year. Shopify integration, normally $1,164 a year. 100 done-for-you designs. I didn't know what to give that as a value. Let's say $1 per design, but it's going to give you a product catalog of 1,000 different products. 12 mugs sent to Amazon FBA for you, which when you sell cuts off like $160 off of your price if you sell them. You get a year of Spot Niches access, $1,164 value. You get the bonus of the Etsy 50K in 90 days. You get the help desk support. You get the coaching, on and on and on. I haven't even put everything here. Total value, $12,000. Even if you say the value is half of that, you only have to pay $497. Go to the link on your screen. Please, it's such a good deal. And you don't even have to decide now. As I said before, just say maybe. You can get in, check everything out. There's 100% risk-free, unconditional 7-day money-back guarantee. You can get your money back. So remember, everything you get here, incredible value. Sign up. It's so good. I mean, there is a reason we've had such great success here. This course is amazing. It's gotten such good results. I've done so many things to architect in your favor what you get here. So I will leave you guys here. I know a lot of you have signed up. I think it's a really smart decision. You saw people that paid $2,000 for something comparable and they were thrilled. So for you to get it at 25% plus all these other bonuses, it really is a no-brainer. So click the link on your screen and I look forward to celebrating your successes inside our Facebook group or the email or whatever is best for you. Congratulations in advance for an awesome decision.